The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 22. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Jackson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. David Ojabo from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. We're scoreless after 1. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now back to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
Well, they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Edwards trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Drake, and that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Fourth down, here's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. And some room to work. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Edwards-Helaire. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Odafe Oweh from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on second down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a first down.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jackson will throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Jackson running again. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
You don't see too many cornerbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks. Third and very long. To throw is Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Jackson now. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Frank Clark in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This one into the hands of Burton. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Second and 7. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw.
Slant pass to Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open. Found a way to pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Yellow!
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The Ravens on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jackson.
That one complete to Prochet.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 27, Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards.
And oh, he coughed it up! And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Now here's Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll drop to throw.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. Down at the 25.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Now it's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 43. Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And no timeouts at their disposal here, so he gets up and spikes it to stop the clock. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Mahomes will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.